IP M408 Management. Which of the following is a technique that is used for creating a plan in project management and dividing the entire project into detailed activities to represent them in a hierarchically structured diagram? A. WBS. B. DFD. C. State transition diagram. D. Risk analysis sheet. The work breakdown structure, or WBS, provides a structural view into the project. It is an essential tool for planning and executing the project. A WBS is a key project deliverable that organizes the team's work into manageable sections by breaking down the work scope of the project into detailed items and organizing the items into a hierarchy. The project management body of knowledge, or PMBOK 5, defines the work breakdown structure as a hierarchical decomposition of the total scope of work to be carried out by the project team to accomplish the project objectives and create the required deliverables. Therefore, A is the correct answer. The procedure for preparing a WBS is outlined below, and a sample of WBS chart is also shown on the right side. First, determine the individual deliverables of the project. Then determine the work scope required to achieve the deliverables. And then break down the work scope into parts and determine the work. Explanation of other choices. B. A data flow diagram, or DFD, is a graphical representation of the flow of data through an information system, modeling its process aspects. DFD is often used as a preliminary step to create an overview of the system, which can later be elaborated. DFD uses the four elements of data flow, process, file, and external, and applies modeling to various operations and systems to express the flow of operations as a flow of data. A DFD shows what kind of information will be input to the system and what kind of information will be output from the system, where the data will come from and go to, and where the data will be stored. A table of DFD symbols is shown on the next slide. DFD symbols. So this arrow would show, the arrow is called data flow, and it means that data flow represents the flow of data and information. A circle is called a process or function, and it represents the processing of data. Two parallel lines is called file or data store. It represents data storage. And a rectangle is called external or data source or data sink, and it represents the source or destination of data. Example of product delivery process from order placement by customer to delivery is shown below. C. A state transition diagram shows the states of a system or an object and the possible transitions from one state to another. The diagram models state sequences caused by event sequences. A specific sequence of events corresponds to a path through the state model. State transition diagram is used in computer science and related fields to describe the behavior of systems. State diagrams require that the system described is composed of a finite number of states. D. Risk analysis sheet is a tool that is used to document the results of the risk assessment session. Risk analysis sheet is used to determine the kinds of risks involved, source of the risk, measuring the impact of loss and prioritizing risk. The datasheet is used to obtain a structured, consistent, and rigorous assessment of risk.